with it, and tell me a little bit about what that looks like for you. Tell me if that matters to your staff, if that's just a nice value add that you were able to bring in. What does that look like for you over there?
Yeah, I think the game-changing part of it, for the staff, good, but for the management, better, because again, I think it got to the point when before we switched that I could safely say it was about 85, maybe 90% of all payments were a credit card. Yep. There was actually one day, if we have 150 seats, this is real, 0 cash payments, 150 seat restaurant, 0 cash payments. So it turned into an extra job, even from the corporate perspective of sending out, the checks to get cash, going to the bank. So that was huge. One of the, just so you know, we hired someone from one of the big chain restaurants as a manager, and her mind was blown. She's like, how on earth are you still paying out cash at the end of every shift? It's insane. And that's when we started looking at TipHaus, and then this has been what it is. And Kirk, I was telling you is I set this up. I don't even know how long ago it was. We set it up, and I haven't really looked at it much ever again, right? I mean, again, managers are looking at it because they got to pay out. They have to do custom team adjustments and all that. But as far as setting up the rules, and one thing we were saying is I wouldn't even recommend changing your rules that much. Set it and kind of let it go. The more you start changing the rules, it's really not necessary. Just know what works, set it up, and with what your concept is. But let it go. The more you change it, it's just creating confusion. And again, end of shift. My gosh, it's unbelievable. End of the night, your brain is fried. You don't want to count money. And there was one thing, as I remember, TipHaus said that there's a certain percentage drop in like incidents between manager and staff, and it's true, because once you're handing cash and you give me cash, I got to tip out. People start getting more frustrated. You've already had a long night. And so you're not dealing with that. You're not dealing with it. It's incredible. So, but it's clean. It's clean, and it integrates. It's not that fake word integrate that anyone says everything integrates. It truly integrates. And again, you've said it multiple times. The staff knows. Servers know exactly what's up. The boss or any indirect tipped person knows what's going on. And by the way, there could be mistakes, but they quickly are able to find out, because maybe we goofed on, the custom team adjustment, which I think is, those are some of those things that's quality stuff. I remember thinking like, holy cow, it's well made. I'm not just tooting your horn. I do. I like TipHaus. I'm a believer. I like it. And as far as the culture, Kirk, I think what we've learned is you say it and you don't get bored of saying it, because what happens, especially in our industry, is that we could preach culture this month, and then you've got a bunch of new staff, and not that there's a bunch of turnover, you just got new staff, and then you go, they never heard it. So you say it. And by the way, if culture is real, you got it like, what do they say? What's the expression? If you value something, it'll cost you something. It's real. You hire for it, and that means you fire for it, and because you must protect it. So as the owner, as the operator, it's on you to protect the culture, because if you let it go, right? It's on you. It's 100% on you.